Our farm is a land grant farm. Land grants were awarded for Revolutionary War service. Twice since it was bought, it's been passed through women. The families only had girls. When one of the girls got married, their husband decided to farm. So the name has changed many times over the years. And the land grant, I guess I need to mention, was signed by Benjamin Franklin. And we have the original land grant. The first time that our farm was recognized as a farm was in, I believe, 1831. In about 10 years, we should have a bicentennial farm certificate. And I think the next neatest thing about that is for over 100 years of that, it will be in the Cannon name. Cannon Dairy Farms had a long line of strong women. And it actually started with Mariah Crossman, and since then there has been Ella Cannon, Lena Cannon, Elaine Cannon, Marie Cannon, and now my daughter Josie's also involved. My mother-in-law has been huge in influence on me in the 30 years I've been married. For the last 28 years, she's lived just up the road, about a football field away. The biggest thing she's taught me is that you can be heard without being loud. For the most part, discussions for where farm needs to go or farm decisions, usually the guys take care of that, but lots of times, most of the time, we were in on that conversation. But when something needed to be done that wasn't what my father-in-law, what my husband thought was necessary, all my mother-in-law would have to do is she'd turn to my father-in-law and say, Roy, this is what needs to happen. And she didn't have to argue for it or fight for it. In her own calm way, she said, this is what needs done. But before that, my mom, exceptionally strong woman, full of grace. She grew up in a very dysfunctional household. So did my dad. But together they chose not to allow that dysfunction into our house growing up. So I didn't realize till I was an adult the choice that they made to do that. But my mom especially, she met hardships and obstacles with kindness, with grace, more grace than I'll ever possess. And she taught me that I was worthy of being loved for who I am, that I'm worthy of being treated well, and that I'm worthy of protecting myself. She did it in such a graceful way that I did not know that's what she was teaching me. I hope and pray that I passed even a tenth of that on to my daughters. Why we started the creamery. My husband and I have talked for years about a second business of some kind to help sustain the farm. And when our daughter Josie started to show interest and wanted to be at home, and she has a great interest in making cheese. Mark's always wanted to bottle because back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, his relatives, his great-grandfather and his grandfather, they bottled milk. So he's always wanted to bottle milk. And now, between him wanting to bottle milk and Josie wanting to make cheese, to use some of our own milk to create the product that we can sell locally is very exciting to us. Josie is the main owner of the creamery. Her vision for it down the road is to have a product that we're known for. We can't wait to bring a local whole milk product to our community. They're going to be able to come into our store and buy milk that came out of the cow this morning. The other thing is we're hoping to be a community bonding point, that if somebody does have food questions or food concerns, that they know that this is a place that they can come and ask those questions, and they're going to get an honest, truthful answer. Not only feed the community, but educate the community about ag. There are so many strong women in ag these days. It's amazing. On the national level, for me, is Marilyn Hershey. She's not only on her local, but she's on her regional board, milk promotion. She's also on the national level of milk promotion. But Marilyn is intelligent, and she understands farming because she does farm. And for her to be a dairy farmer, also an author, and also on the national and world level of milk promotion. Is that she holds that all down is amazing. State is Lolly Lesher. Lolly is a force to be reckoned with. She helps run her local show. Her local show is the All American. Lolly's not just a dairy farmer or a cow breeder. They also run a family store. They make ice cream, they bottle milk, and they do an amazing job. Local, I had extremely strong women around me that I did not even realize. My dear Edna Brown, she's been gone for many, many years now. I didn't think I was going to cry talking about Edna. She raised 5 kids. They were Jersey farmers, but she did so much for the community and for her church, but she was a mother to all. Her quiet, strong, godly ways stick with me. The other one is Esther Hammerschmidt. She's also a mother of 5 boys, and strong-willed 5 boys. She was my mom's best friend. Just her godly, graceful presence and how she dealt with 5 boys and a strong-willed husband. You know, it wasn't always easy, but she did it very gracefully. And then there were several other ones too. Blanche Kine, Jean McNulty, Mrs. Rind. Can't think of her first name right now. And they were the forerunners of our women in ag now, because they didn't just stay at home and cook dinner and keep the house clean. They milked cows. They went to the field when need be. They were active in church. They were active in the community. And they gave my generation of farm women the courage to be more active in boards and organizations, and to take the lead on the things that they knew they could because they had the knowledge.